Hey guys, it's Lane with Tim's Nation. Today I'm playing against DJ and his Necrons, and I'm bringing my DeathWatch. I've had the vote hanging on the channel quite a bit, but today I'm deciding to bring the DeathWatch for a little bit of a change. They're not really strong in the meta right now, but I've built a list that's built around the ability to Alpha Strike while still having everything kind of safe if the list goes second. Not the whole army won't be exposed if I go second. So it's really just my DeathWatch Alpha Strike list. He uses some Space Marine basic tech like the Drop Pod and the Lord of the Seat that allows me to redeploy some Phobos units. In addition to that, there's a DeathWatch relic called the Beacon Angelus. And what this does is allow me to bring a unit to a character. I put it on a bike chaplain, so you can shoot out there 14 inches or even advances 20 inches. And then I can bring a unit to within 6 inches of him and more than 9 from an enemy. It allows me essentially kind of deep strike a unit turn one that wouldn't normally be able to do that. So let me get into the list, kind of go through everything for you, tell you how it works together. So here we go. All right, this is the DeathWatch Alpha Strike list. The compulsory type is troops. With DeathWatch, we can always take lots of interesting troop choices. But my HQs for this game, I've got a captain in Phobos armor. He has the Lord of Deceit stratagem, and he also has the Tome of Ectoclades. The Lord of Deceit lets me redeploy up to 3 Phobos units, and I can redeploy them on the table, or I can put them in the strategic reserves. It gets a little more powerful with the DeathWatch list because 2 of my troop choices have 5 eliminators in them. So in this instance, I can redeploy up to 13 eliminators if I chose to do that. Also, we've got the Tome of Ectoclades. This is the DeathWatch specific relic that lets me pop that off once per game in the command phase. And for the entire battle round, all core units will re-roll all wounds against a chosen data sheet for the entire battle round. So if I choose, say Scarabs, and I've got multiple Scarab units in target, I will re-roll all wounds against the Scarabs. In addition to that, I've got a Primaris Chaplain on bike. Now, he is upgraded to the Master of Sanctity, but I didn't take the Warlord trait that makes his litanies go off on 2s. I didn't have the CP for that. You'll see why here in a minute. So he does know 2 litanies in addition to the Litany of Hate, but he does not have the ability to pop them off on 2s. They're just going to go off on 3s. In addition to that, he's the one with the Beacon Angelus. As I talked about a minute ago, this allows me to bring 1 unit that's either in reserves or on the table to within 6 inches of that character, also 9 inches from any enemy models, but essentially allows me to deep strike a unit that would not have that ability to do so turn 1 or any turn thereafter. Troops, we have 2 Spectrus kill teams. The Spectrus kill teams starts off with 5 infiltrators, and then in my build, each one has 5 Las Fusel eliminators. So right here, we've got 10 eliminators, and then the whole squad has the deep strike deny ability. So the whole squad has the deep strike deny bubble of 12 inches. And infiltrator, as long as an infiltrator's in the squad with the comms device, they'll always reroll 1s to hit, regardless of where the captain is on the table, because the captain is a Phobos captain. In addition to that, we've got a Proteus kill team. This is a 5-man Firstborn DeathWatch veteran kill team. I've got 4 Infernus heavy bolters in this unit, and then a sergeant that's got just a storm bolter and a chainsword. The Infernus heavy bolter is a combi heavy flamer heavy bolter. So just like any combi weapons, except it's the heavy flamer and heavy bolter. These guys will be riding around in the drop pods. They can drop in and do some damage, and then hopefully maybe score some, put up a banner. We'll see. Then in addition to that, I've got 3 elites. These are where I spent a lot of my CP. We've got 3 Relic Contemptor Dreadnoughts with the Volkites, the twin Volkites. These are the only thing that's not exactly WYSIWYG. A couple of my models have the missile launcher on top. I didn't have the points for that, so we're not using the missiles today. But these guys will be hanging out with the captain, so they'll be really rolling 1s to hit. And when I pop off that relic, they'll be able to re-roll wounds for a turn, which means generating extra mortals because they're 6s to wound to mortals. Then I've got 1 3-man Eliminator squad with Las Fusels, and then 6-man Eradicator squad with 2 multi-meltas. This squad will be able to jump in if I decide to use them with the Beacon Angelus. And the other squad would be another troops choice, the Indomitor kill team. This is based with 5 heavy intercessors and then 5 Boltstorm aggressors built into one single big squad. That is the whole list today. Oh, there is the drop pod I mentioned earlier. Now, my secondaries today, the secondary game is not strong for DeathWatch. So what I'm taking is Assassinate, because DJ has 6 characters. Most of his characters will be hard to get to, but that's just Satans will be coming right at me. So I'm going to have to deal with them. Might as well get a couple points for doing that. Also, no prisoners is great for his list. He's got so many wounds in infantry that, and especially with him reanimating, I should be able to max that out. And then I'm doing banners as well. I have some ability to forward deploy with some of my units, so I can put up banners turn 1. That's it.